Now let's get to the subject matter of your client saying, I think I want to wait. Okay. First of all, if your clients say to you, I had a client of mine the other day who has like 60 loans that he could lock in. And he said that most of his clients are just saying, I don't think that we've hit the bottom and I want to wait till they go down further. Look, if somebody's saying that to you, that's just a clue for you to take a look at how you are positioning yourself as a debt advisor. Because what they're really saying to you is, I think I know more than you do. Okay. I know that that may not be comfortable to hear, but that's really the truth. You need to be in a position with them to where they are subservient to you, not because of any other reason than you just flat out have displayed that you know more than they do. Okay. I mean, people need to yield to you. Otherwise, you're not doing your job. So if somebody says to you, I think I need to wait, or I want to wait, I don't think now's the right time, they're just reflecting you once again that you have not done a good enough job of showing them that you are a true advisor and the expert. Now, here's the scripting that I would use for that. If somebody said to me right now, Tim, I don't really know that now's the time. I think I'd like to wait another month or two. I'd like to wait till the election. I'm hearing that from time to time from people. I don't even know what that means, by the way. What does the election have to do with anything? I mean, there's no predictability around whether Trump or Harris wins or any of that as to how that's going to influence interest rates. There's no historical data that says the election is somehow a driver of interest rates. But that's your job to teach them that. So you need to use these past experiences to your advantage. So here's how I would respond to that. Mrs. Jones, I respectfully disagree with you that now is the time to wait. Now is absolutely the time to take action. I want to make sure that you are, well-versed and informed on what has transpired over the course of the last 45 days or so, because I think it's incredibly important and noteworthy. In early August, we had interest rates drop by about 0.5%. And they dropped because we had a couple of economic reports that showed that inflation had kind of tamed a bit. You know how long they were down? They were down for a total of 6 days, and then they spiked right back up. Why is that? Because we had a couple of economic reports that came in that showed that jobs were strong. And that caused the market to be a little bit worried about whether or not the Fed was going to start to ease monetary policy. Okay, then we get in early September, and pre-Fed meeting, we have a couple of tame economic reports, and the expectation is the Fed is going to lower interest rates by 25 basis points. That was a general consensus in the market, and the market rallied. Mortgage-backed securities traded down big. We got down to like 6%, lowest levels we've had in 2 years. Fed comes out 2 days later, lowers rates by more than everyone expected, by 50 basis points. What do you think happened with rates? Mr. Jones would say, well, they went down further. Actually, no, they went up. They went up by 1/4 to 3/8. Now, this may be totally antithetical to you, and it is to most people, but that's because most people don't understand that what the Fed does doesn't necessarily coincide with the trading of the long end of the curve, which is mortgage-backed securities. There have been plenty of articles out there lately about how interesting it is that mortgage rates have actually gone up since the Fed lowered them. Right now, we're in a market of conflicting data. This week alone, we saw a jobless claims report come out that was very, very positive for the economy. It was the best jobless claims report we've had in 4 months. The day after, we had the PCE report, which showed that inflation was slowing down. Now, the Fed has a dual mandate to keep jobs in check and to keep inflation in check. Right now is a precarious time. You and I don't have a crystal ball. The best bond traders that exist in this country and hedge fund managers never try to time the bottom of the market. They would all tell you that it's completely futile to do so. My job is not to take you and sit you down at the roulette wheel in Vegas and ask you to pick red or black, now or later. No, my job is to save you money when there is money to be saved. And right now, Mrs. Jones, there is money to be saved. And the last thing in the world that I want to have happen is for rates to spike back up because we have a couple of economic reports or something happens geopolitically in Israel, and we have higher interest rates, higher oil prices, all this kind of stuff. And every month that goes by, I'm looking at your payment going, Mrs. Jones should be paying $271 a month less than she's paying right now, but we didn't take advantage of the opportunity. Now is the time to move forward. And I will manage your debt for you as I am right now, proactively going forward. And when a window of opportunity becomes available in the future, we'll jump on it. If you're right, we may do this again in 6 months. But right now is the time to save over $3,000 a year. And I really strongly recommend that we go forward with that. Now, look, I'm not saying that 100% of the time the person's going to say yes, but I will tell you this. I was pretty damn effective at getting people to take action and move when I would use scripting like that. Probably 9 out of every 10 people go, okay, you're right. Your job is to teach them, and your job is to educate them, and your job is to get them to move forward.